Try this one again, and maybe we're still not going to get it. I don't know. I'm having some computer and connectivity issues today. I've been working the computers pretty hard today, so I guess I just got to roll with it. But I was looking at I-35 southbound. There it is. This is south of Olathe, and I was looking at cloud cover advancing in and just showing you that this is now starting to move in again. But there is some good news in amidst this, and that is that our area of instability still existed this afternoon, but we were completely dry. The rain all got hung up over in Kansas, which I think is great. And so we're not completely out of the woods. Some of this may press in and catch up to it. We may get some thunder rumbles, kind of like what we had this morning. But I don't. Our severe weather threat is decreasing by the minute, and I think that's pretty great. So what I want to do now is take a look at the winds because this is our next issue. This is everything's nice and calm right now. Don't you love it? But you can see here, this is scooting ahead towards 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. The wind is going to pick up pretty briskly. We're slowly at first. We're going to work up to about 20 miles per hour, and then 28 and 30 over in Kansas first, and then this is going to pick up. And the point I want to make is our prolonged threat is we may have 6 to 9 hours. Hopefully, it's not all continuous 6 to 9 hours of advisory level winds, but that is a possibility as the snow mixes in. And that snow looks now to stretch possibly out into tomorrow morning as well. So let's pull up some data and take a look at what has changed. Not a lot of big changes, but we'll go through this. This is current situation where we're currently dry, nothing much doing south of Kansas City. Here's our wraparound snow bands just beginning their descent. This has been going on all afternoon, working its way up through Nebraska. So let's look at how this works now. And I'll move up to here we go. This is up through this evening. So this is where I think our shower activity picks back up, where we might get some of those rumbles again. I'm looking at 7 and 8 o'clock now, with another, just very loosely clustered stuff moving through Iola, Humboldt, Chanute, working its way across 54, 69 over to Harrisonville, Butler again. So around 9 o'clock, I think we're embedded pretty well in that. By 10 o'clock, here's what I see going on. This isn't a big change. That snow just continues to work further south, which I put out this afternoon. Boy, people weren't happy with that. We thought we were going to skip out of the snow, but I don't think so. The good news is all the warm air that we had this afternoon might mean we don't have any accumulation. Snow rates are all over the place. And so 1 inch per hour can typically overcome the warm air and the warm surfaces that we would have. So if we have an inch per hour for long, we'll wind up with some accumulation, but I'm not seeing much of that. In fact, in most of our area, I'm not seeing that at all. Up in Northwest Missouri, they have higher probabilities. But if we do catch some prolonged bands, like we did this morning with the rain showers, when things slowed down a little bit, we could overcome those warm surfaces and wind up with some precipitation. But I've been moving through this, and this is 2 a.m. now. So by after midnight, I think all of our area does see snow, along with, like I say, those high winds with those 20 to possibly up to 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts. And this looks to go through the snow, at least. The snow ends by 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I do think morning commute, we need to look and see if this is really moving out by then or if it has slowed down. This visibility will certainly be an issue looking at tomorrow morning's commute. However, the bad side of that is that just because the snow is done, unfortunately, the wind is going to persist, and that's going to go on all day tomorrow. So let's look first before we talk any more about the winds. Here's our snow totals today. They stayed about the same. I see an inch plus or minus all over the page. It's really hard to pinpoint with the banding doing like it is, and so half to 0.7 of an inch in Vernon County, about the same in Bates County. I am seeing more activity, have seen it all day, especially with the rain over in east central Kansas and northern Kansas, especially maybe an inch up around Kansas City. So we'll take a look at temperatures again. We've hung out in the 50s all day. We're going to start our descent by midnight tonight. I think we're down around 36. These are Butler numbers. And so we dip down to 29. 31 maybe for an overnight low, 29, 7, 8 in the morning. We only get up to 39 tomorrow. And like I said, it is a windy day. So I think wind is going to be our big complaint tomorrow, possibly blowing snow. We'll